very good morning, a very good evening to all of you again. I'm sorry. I would request Kiran also to, keep her camera on. And for everyone present on the call today, just a short introduction about Kiran, who will be the speaker for today. So Kiran is a qualified optometrist. She's currently working with Apollo at Karol Bagh, and she is an eye educator. Now she specializes in helping people and understand and manage modern eye health challenges, especially to those caused by excessive screen procedures exposures. So I would request Kiran to address the crowd and our participants who have joined and have been waiting.
Introduce again myself. Hello everyone. Good evening. I am Kiran Bansal, optometrist and eye care professional. Right now collaborated with Apollo and working at their center in the Karol Bagh. So I specialize in the orthokeratology and myopia management in the children and kids. And with that, I specialize in the ergonomics and the digital eye strain, how you should manage your uh, eyes with screens. So let's start with some striking numbers. According to the latest Vision Health report, 97 hours is the average uh, per week work hours for the screen users who are spending approximately 13 to 14 hours daily on the screens. And this number has just increased this year because last year it was just 96 hours per week. And this is not just the number to see, because 68% of workers experience digital eye strain and not experienced the digital eye strain in numbers or as symptoms. They report 69% of them reports that digital eye strain affects their productivity and reproductivity of the work output. And this number has increased post COVID era, when we have almost moved to the remote job or the online work. And this number has moved from 65% to 80 to 94% in the post pandemic era. I don't know, I'm not able to move my next slide.
Reshare कर दो आप किरण, no problem. But I think yeah, the screen is clear and even your voice is clear.
I'm not able to. The next slide.
Oh yeah, I think the mechanism of
So
strain.
let's see what is digital eye strain actually is, also known as computer vision syndrome. So this is basically a collection of some visual and ocular or physical symptoms that we experience when we are on the screen for the expended period of time, or a prolonged use of digital devices, whether it is your television, your computer, your laptop, your phone, or any kind of digital screen you are using. So visual symptoms are those which explains how you see. So these are the blurred vision, can be blurred vision, double vision, difficulty in focusing. So when we start our day on the computer or any kind of digital device for our work, then all okay, all good. But as we move towards the end of the day, we experience slight burning in the eyes, slight hazy vision, sometimes blurring, and focusing system slight delay. When we try to focus from distance to near or near to distance, our eyes take some time to focus and clear the things or the object we are trying to see. Sometimes it converts into the watering of the eyes also. It can worse in the users who are using from the so long, and in the users who are experiencing new, can be in the evening. But for the users who are using digital devices from so long, can experience in the start of the day also. Then we have physical or ocular symptoms, which explains how you feel. So you feel at the start or the end of the day dryness and itchiness in the eyes, like you just rub your eyes to clear some things or feel some comfort. Eye fatigue is there, foreign body sensation, the feeling of foreign body is like something is there always in the eye, and in the as the result we just tend to rub our eyes. Headaches will be there, and neck and shoulder pain. So let's see how the screens affect our eyes. So when we use the books to read or the digital screen, the printed text is fixed. There is no flickering. But when we use the digital screen, there is some flicker rate because the screen has pixelated print, not a fixed print. And that flickering is on and off, which our eyes cannot see, but our brain can detect that. And when our brain detects, I have to see and focus, and eye muscles have to work continuously to stabilize that fluctuating image. And as a result, our eye muscles eventually get tired, and the symptoms which I just discussed, we feel. Next is reduced blinking. So when we use any kind of screen, our phones generally, now we in the social media, we usually scroll reels continuously, and the YouTube shorts, any kind of social media we are using, or we are indulged into our work for so long, then we forget to blink. And normally we blink like in every 2 to 3 seconds, which makes 15 to 20 blinks per minute. But when we are on the screen, we blink only 5 to 8 times per minute, and that is also not a full blink. Full blink is when we close our eyes completely, and when we are on the screen we don't blink completely also, which results into the tear film breakdown. That when we because our tears also needs a refreshment from the blink. As we have this our eye, when our eyelids blink, then our cornea refreshes. But when we don't blink, the tears evaporates and we feel the burning sensation and dryness. Next is fixed gaze. When we are on the screen, we continuously looking at the screens, then there is limited eye movement, because our eyes are not designed for the near focus. Our eyes are designed for the dynamic viewing, for the distance viewing, landscape views. But when we focus on the screens of mobile phone, then our eye movements are fixed. Generally if you'll see, and later after this session you see on someone, that if you put any object near to the eyes, our eyes move little inward. So eyes or have to focus for near, and our eyes fixed for the near, and they fixed in this position. Our eye muscles stretch and put itself in the same, so that put strain on the eye muscles for the so long, uh, in the same for the same period we are on the screen. And muscles, when muscles not get breaks, it feels like doing biceps curls for 8 hours straight, and eventually the eye muscles get strained and get tired, which results into the digital eye strain symptoms. Okay, so everyone is equally is the victim of digital eye strain, but these are the most frontliners: the digital professionals, software developers, content creators, designers. These are the frontliners who experience most digital eye strain symptoms, because they spend more than 8 to 12 hours per day. Risk is high sustained fatigue, because they are continuously on the screen, and obviously when they are not on their work, because they are using their screens for their work purpose. But when they are free from their work, we switch to our mobile, social media, or anything for our joy also. Then next we have students. Students also have now the e-reading books, e-readers we use, like Kindle and other are also available, and online exams after post COVID. So in the kids, there is a risk of developing a myopia. The especially I am specializing and managing, uh, doing. Then we have remote workers. the most of us we are right now, post COVID. uh, because we are working at our homes, then we don't use the proper posture, proper lighting we don't have. So we also, the people who are remote working, experience these symptoms. Then we have childs. Today the parents, just to get some break from the children, put mobile on in their hands. But we should not do that. They are the future. We should not give mobile to them. We should uh, send them to the sunlight. We should play with them, and we should model ourselves in front of them, because kids do what they see. Now let's discuss some tools or the strategies with which we can reduce this digital eye strain at home before consulting to any eye expert. The 20-20-20 rule, I think most of you have already listened this, because everybody is recommending this for now. You should uh, take a break every 20 minutes you are spending on screen for 20 seconds, and in that 20 seconds look at 20 feet away. What this do is relaxes eye muscle. As I just discussed, when we look at the near, eye muscles comes in, but when we look at the distance, eye muscles goes again in the normal position, in for which our eyes are designed by the nature. Then increases blink rate. When we are looking at the 20 feet away, we should blink more consciously, and then it reduces eye fatigue and refreshes tear film also when we blink consciously. Next, because 20-20-20, I know we get a feedback from the people and myself also, is not possible to follow every time that we are taking break every 20 minutes. Because even if I am right now, we are in this session, this is also for 1 hour. It is not possible to take breaks every 20 minutes. We are in the online exam, we are in the meetings, so it's not possible. But we can follow this halt or a break, a protocol, in which every 50 to 60 minutes take a 10-minute break, and that break should be screen free. Like what we do generally, we take a break from our the laptop and switch to the mobile. That we should avoid. In that break, move, sit up from your chair, go, move, talk to the people, hydrate, use restroom, but don't use your phone, social media and gaming in that break. That break be completely free from screen. Switching screen is not a rest, it merely changes your focal point while continuing the strain. Next is the lighting optimization, which is very important. Glare is the most uh, culprit of the eye strain. So we should keep uh, our screens glare free. For that, the light source should be behind or above the screen, not at your back. That put the glare on the screen. Avoid harsh overhead lighting. Never use the overhead lightings. Use soft and indirect lighting. Adjust screens brightness to match the surrounding, because if your room brightness is too much and your screen is less bright, or the vice versa, screen is too bright, and the room brightness is low, then your eyes have to adjust continuously and the pupil have to adjust continuously to see into the room, into the screen. So the brightness of the screen and the room should match. And obviously maintain the ambient room lighting, not too dark and not too bright. Next, the posture. Research showed that the correct posture, your laptop, your screen size, your distance, your wrist positions, uh, correct of all these things contribute to the less digital eye strain or not at all. So eye strain not every time begins with the eye strain begins with the body strain. First, your posture should be correct. Floating feet strain leg muscles, transmitting pain up to the neck and then eyes. So your neck, so your neck should be straight, not angled down. Back should touch to the chair completely. There should be no gap, and your knees should be lower than your hips. Your chair should get adjusted in that way that your knees are lower than your hips. Then your feet should be flat on the floor. If not possible, use footrest. Then we'll discuss the wrist position also in the next slide, that how your wrist should be. And one more thing in this slide is that I forgot to mention. Your screen should be 20 to 20, 25 to 26 inches away from your eyes, and your screen level should be in front of your eyes, or screen center of the screen should be 15 to 16-degree angled, and the screen level should be at the eye level. Next, active typing. When you are typing, then your wrist should be float. The wrist should touch the table while typing, avoiding the nerve compression. Your wrist should not touch. That should be floating. And when you are not typing, then your wrist should be resting. Then it should not be floating. Let wrist completely to relax the muscles that got tired while you were typing. Next, the text or the material you are using. Contrast inputs more effort, very good. Okay, so contrast should be best contrast is the black and white. It can be vice versa, with white background black text, or black background with white text is the gold standard. Then we have the with blue and yellow is sufficiently good but not the gold standard, and avoid this one, the poor visibility that results into the uh, eye strain. Contrast black characters on white background is best. Avoid battery saver mode because that reduces the brightness of your system and results into the eye fatigue. And your text size should be in the font should be Times Roman, and the size should be 16, 14 to 16. Minimum 14 should be there. Bigger the size of the text, endurance will be the better. Then these are some more uh, strategies that you can use or implement in your daily life. Conscious blinking. Whenever you feel that your eyes are getting tired or feeling dryness, consciously blink, and that blink should be full. Consciously complete blink should be there. Intentionally आपको you should have to do. Then hydration. Keep yourself hydrate, that fuel your tear production. Avoid irritants. Yes, smokers are the most who feel dry eyes because their smoke go to the eyes, and internally also it affects the tear production. Then airflow, redirect AC vent away from the eyes, because ACs, as we know, is the dehumidifiers. So it takes away the moisture from your eyes, and eventually we have the evaporative dry eye symptoms. Next is the eyewear. Okay, so people mostly right these days are using some kind of eyewear in front of screens at least, and that should be there. But what kind of eyewear? First of all, there should be, if you have power, which whether it is less or more, you should have a powered glasses, and that should be latest, because when we see in the OPD, patients come 2 years they got your eye test 2 years back and using the same glasses. But it should not be done in that way. You should get your eye test regularly done whenever you feel your eyes are not completely performing good, or you are feeling dryness, eye fatigue, burning sensation, any kind of symptom you are feeling, go and get your eyes test. So your glasses should be with correct power and latest. Then if I talk about the reflections, there, as we have talked about the glare on the screens, same in the same way, if you are using we are using glasses, there is some reflection from the screen or the light in the room, or when we are going out, the sunlight is also reflect on our glasses. For that we should use the anti-reflective coating, which reduces the eye strain. Then in the market now we have the anti-fatigue glasses available, and that actually works. I have prescribed to so many computer users and the IT professionals, and they are actually getting benefit from that, because in that glasses there is some power incorporated in that, in that way, that when our eyes get in for focusing, then our eye muscle do not have to put extra effort to get clear those screens, and eventually we don't feel strain. Then fueling eye health, or how we can improve our tears and their quality with diet. Obviously, keep yourself hydrated. First of all, keep your diet full of fatty acids, vitamins A, D, and E. Don't avoid too much meat and carbohydrates, and full keep your diet full of vitamin A, D, and E, almonds, omega fatty acids. Basically, you should have a balanced diet. And after that also, if you are feeling dryness, then consult your eye care professional, ophthalmologist or an optometrist, for a eye lubricating drops, uh, which should be preservative free. For that, your eye care professional will decide that what kind of eye drop you should use according to your symptoms, and their how long you are facing that symptoms. Then when to see a eye professional. Okay, so the symptoms I have discussed, we can manage. We saw a management also, how you can manage with your diet, with your posture, ergonomic lighting, how you can correct with your glasses, everything. But still, if you are not feeling any relax from that, then you should see a eye care professional. If you are have a persistent blurred vision, like if you have implement all these things, still if you are feeling that I am not able to see clear, I don't have a clear vision, then you should see a doctor to get your eyes test. Maybe your number has changed uh, during that period. Next, if you are feeling double vision or sudden changes in the sight. Double vision, not exactly the two things. Sometimes double vision is the hazy vision. Like you are seeing some shadow over the object. Like if you are seeing the screen and you are seeing some object or the letters and some shadow behind that. That is also considered as the double vision, but not exactly double vision. You are seeing that one thing is seeing your double, only then you are going to see the doctor. Then if you are facing any eye pain or headaches that is linked to the screen, then we have halos around the lights and glare sensitivity. Halos is the, if you are seeing any light, torch light or a spotlight, and you are seeing any circles around that, that is halos. That sometimes are the colored halos also, sometimes are the white or black only. Then we have glare sensitivity, that sometimes we are able to manage with glare also, but some people are so sensitive with those glare that they are not able to do their work properly. So when you should consider an eye exam. Heavy users, who are using systems for more than 7 hours per day, they should get done their eye exam or eye test annually. And this is not just a gold standard key. If you're facing you are using 7 more than 7 hours, then you'll go for the annual checkup. If you are feeling any symptom before that, you should check your eye test immediately. And moderate users can get their eye test every 1 to 2 years. The four-step personal plan, that first is assess, audit your habits, what you are doing with either you are drinking enough water, your posture is correct, you are using correct your glasses or power, did you get your eyes test on the time, are you using your correct power, uh, are you following the 2020 rule, are you having a breaks, uh, does your AC is on your face, does your window coming light coming from the window on your screen, does your tabletop is matte or glossy, sometimes the reflections coming from your tabletop also causes a strain, so tabletop should be matte finish. Then track hours devices used and specific symptoms. Hours, track your hours, that how many hours you are using your screens, like you start your day with your laptop, then you switch to your mobile, come to home, you are binge watching for long hours on the TV, then track everything, how long and what kind of a screens you are using, and due to that what symptoms you are having or facing. Then implement the strategies I just discussed. Start your 20-20-20 rule. If that's not possible, take a break every 60 minutes. Uh, get up from your seat, move around, take a restroom break, talk to the people, socialize with others, and optimize your desk lighting and distance. Don't use the system too close or too far, then our eyes have to adjust too much, our muscles get tired because of that. Then your after implementing the strategies all the we have discussed, monitor your symptoms again, that for 2 weeks, that if you had any relief, did you feel any relax from those symptoms, or still those symptoms are persisting, your sleep patterns, and one more thing, your sleep also contribute, at least minimum 8 hours sleep is important for this, to get relief from digital eye strain. If these symptoms still persist after implementing all these things, then you should consult your eye care professional and discuss about the computer glasses and the any kind of aid you need for those. For that, that can be your glasses, contact lenses, your ergonomic changes, your dietary changes, and anything possible your eye care professional will tell you according to your symptoms. So our eyes are resilient, habits are powered. Screens are not evil. They teach critical thinking and literacy, but they must be consumed in moderation like candy, not the main course. We cannot change the digital world, but we can change how we interact with it, because today we are surrounded by the screens, our mobile, laptops, TV, everywhere we are surrounded by the screens, but we should change our habits. Instead of using the for reading digital screens, we can switch to the paper or book reading. And we should have a device break before sleeping, 50 to 60 minutes before sleeping. Thank you everyone.
एक सेकंड हेलो Hi, so I think Mansi has given a fair idea to us how we can take care of our eyes. If any of you guys have any questions for Mansi, I would request you guys to put it in the Q&A or the chat, which I have opened for everyone. All participants can access the chat. सो मानसी आपको भी एक्सेस होगा Q&A पे और चैट पे सो यू कैन टेक अप वन ऑन वन क्वेश्चंस आई मीन वन बाय वन यू कैन टेक अप द क्वेश्चंस एंड मे बी आंसर दिस मानसी आई नॉट एबल टू हियर यू
हेलो
आपकी वॉइस बहुत ब्लर्ड जैसी आ रही है
हेलो ऑडिबल हेलो
नॉट ग्रेट वॉइस इज वेरी फेंट
हेलो हेलो
आर यू गाइस एबल टू हियर मानसी No, no, our participants are saying no. Uh, आप ब्लूटूथ शायद रिकनेक्ट एक बार ट्राई करके देख लो ना। ड्यूरिंग द प्रेजेंटेशन आपकी आवाज तो अच्छे से आ रही थी। नहीं नहीं, अब तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रही है। और नहीं मानसी, आवाज तो नहीं आ रही आपकी। डू यू वांट टू
हेलो।
गाइस जस्ट। या अभी आ रही है, अभी आ रही है।
Okay, 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 okay,
ग्रेट ग्रेट, ठीक है।
okay. So Sharon, I was saying that this is not Mansi, Kiran Bansal.
सॉरी, सॉरी किरण, आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी।
Okay, no issues. So I have a questions. Do we have any eye exercises or anything in the diet as recommended? Yes. As I discussed, in the diet we should include more fatty acids, omega-3, vitamins A, D, and E, fish oil, almonds, walnuts are the most important. Flax seeds. Flax seeds we can include, which improves our tear quality and production both. Then next we have for the eye exercises. So there is no particular eye exercise for everybody. We have to assess the symptoms and examine the individual, and then we can prescribe the eye exercise. And for because eye exercise also have to prescribe like a medicine. Look for how long you should do, how many times you should do. So there is no particular exercise. Okay, next we have a, can you please suggest general purpose eye drops? Okay, I cannot suggest any eye drop here because this comes under the medicinal purpose, and we cannot suggest any medicine online. Anti-glare and anti-glare glasses are same. Yes, both are same. Anti-reflective and anti-glare basically are same. Okay, next we have, can you suggest some eyewear options to reduce eye strain? Yes, we have available some uh, anti-fatigue glasses. If you'll go to any optical, but go to the good optician or the optical store or the eye professional, they will suggest you some brand, because I don't know about the brand name particularly, but we have anti-fatigue glasses and anti-strain glasses, and it actually works. In the Essilor and Zeiss, we have the best ones. If you go to any optical, you can ask for them. Ask to them for Essilor and Zeiss. Anti-glare or anti-fatigue. Okay. Anti-fatigue, we put in the glasses as a property, and anti-glare is a coating. So you can get both in the same glass. Again, same question, which is better, anti-glare or anti-fatigue? You should have both, because anti-fatigue property is incorporated in the lens, and anti-glare or anti-reflection is the coating over the lens. How many hours we may use digital screen in a day? uh, it should be less than 8 hours, maximum 8 hours, and that should be with the breaks, as I suggested, 20-20-20 rule, but it's not possible every time for everyone to implement. So use that 60-minute break and 10-minute break after every 60 minutes, like 1 hour. Get up from your seat and move around and consciously blink into that break. Shall we consult before using anti-glare or anti-fatigue, or is it suitable for all? No, no, you should consult, because these glasses are also powered. So if you have any power in for your eyes, these glasses will be customized according to that. So you should not get from anyone or use anyone's glasses. Like we have the zero powered blue glasses in the market boom so much. So we should not use anyone's glasses. You should consult and customize for yourself. Open sleeping, is that a cause of my partner's eyes stay slightly open while sleeping? Is that a cause for concern? Okay, so if it's more too much, then you should consult, because it may cause a dryness. Obviously, when our eyes are open, it air is coming directly and evaporates the tear film, and eventually we get the dryness. Any suggestion for screen-induced persistent MGD that triggers repeated styes? Okay, for styes, you should do the hot compressions. I would suggest take a hot water and use any cotton or cotton cloth. You can use anything. Dip into that, squeeze the water completely. Do not use the water. Water is not good for our eyes. Squeeze the water completely, squeezed out, and use that cloth or the cotton over your eyelids. Our eyelid margins have a tiny uh, oil glands which comes over the our cornea, and our eyes feel good because of that. So you can use the hot compression. So now some people in the OPD also, some people will think that we can do the dry hot compression also. People do with like doing using the kitchen tools hot, and touching the cloth with that, and or using the iron also. But let me tell you, I in my experience I have seen that people who are using the dry hot compression get eventually a dark circles, but with when we are doing the wet with the hot water, we don't get the dark circles. My eyesight is minus 2.7 long sight. Is the laser surgery is recommended or not? Minus 2.7. Can you refine your question again? Yes, of course you can get the laser surgery, but can you refine your question again? Can you explain the wrist thing again? Yes. Let me share the screen. Okay. When we are typing, so in the wrist thing, I was saying, when we are typing, we should not, we should not rest our screen, wrist here, because our nerves get compressed and eventually the blood circulation get hampered. We should relax our hands completely when we are not typing anything. Next, when light comes from the front, especially car headlights at night, and it looks blurred, scattered, or like a glow starburst, which is the solution. Okay, for the night vision, you can use best is the amber tint, the yellow tint glasses, which is the best for the night glare from the devices. In the night vision we face while driving from the headlights of the vehicles. Amber tint is the best. You use that and you feel very good with that. And if you have a 6/6 vision, get a just amber tint sunglasses. Oh, hi, why cataract is coming early 40? After cataract, how many days we need to rest? Okay, cataract can come early because of so many reasons. If you have diabetes, hypertension, if you are alcoholic, you are smoking, if you have any other health related problems, it is genetic, sometimes hereditary also. If your parents, grandparents got early in their life, then you can also get early cataract. So there are many reasons for coming cataract early. Now, next question is, after cataract, how many days we need to take rest? So it depends on the type of surgery you are going for. Now, the most of the surgeries we have in the market, phaco, femto, second laser, or robotic lasers. In that, you need to take only the 1 week rest, and that is for the water and dust only. You can do your work after 2 days only. What is blue coat glasses? Is it different from UV coating? Yes, the UV coating glasses are different, and blue coat glasses are different. UV coating is nothing there. UV protective glasses have the material base. The material has the UV protection factor, and blue coating glasses is actually a myth, because blue light doesn't affect our eyes. It actually affect our sleep cycle or our circadian cycle, because blue light tells our system that it is still the day, because most from our system or phones, the blue light is more in the sunlight. Sunlight is the major source of blue light than our system. So if we are in the day and we are getting the blue light, then our system knows that it is a day, we have to awake. But after, as we move towards the end of the day, sunlight goes down. But when we are using continuously the phone, still the blue light is coming into our eyes, and our brain perceives that still it is a day, and our sleep cycle disturbs because of that. So blue light doesn't affect our does not cause any digital eye strain. It only affects our circadian cycle. Post surgery, how to take care? So what kind of surgery, or what surgery you are going for, that depends on the type of surgery. So still I am telling you that most of the eye surgeries have the two common precautions: the water. We should n- uh, we should avoid water and dust, and rest of the precaution depend on the type of surgery you are going for. Any side effects are there after LASIK surgery? So there is no side effect except the dry eyes. uh, Most of the people don't tell, but I am telling you that dry eye is will be there. Slight dry eyes will be there after the LASIK surgery, but that also we can overcome with the kind of the surgery we are going for. In the flap based surgeries, if you are going go and search about the type of LASIK, there are two kind of surgeries: flap based and the flapless. If you are going for the flap surgery, there will be a slight dryness, but that can also be managed. In the post surgery period, if you follow complete instructions from the doctors. And in the flapless surgeries, if you go for the flapless surgery, that is, this dryness is very very rare. Thank you for nice presentation and in-depth information. Thank you, Rohan. Okay, how frequent we have to do routine eye checkup? Okay, so there is a rule of the annual eye checkup generally for the adults, and but there is no rule if you get any kind of symptoms. If you have any symptom, you will not have to wait for the 1 year that I'll get on the annual exam. I am getting symptoms, but my annual exam is pending. I'll go after the 1 year only. Whenever you feel any kind of symptom or the group of symptoms together, then go for the eye checkup. There is no rule that you should go for the eye checkup how frequent. What is the reason continuous blinking of eyes? What is the normal blinking frequency? So normally we blink every 3 to 5 seconds or 15 to 18 times per minute. And what blinking do? This is our front surface of the cornea, for example. So our eyelids glide like this. Okay. So when and our on top of that, we have the oil glands or the tear production glands. Our tear produce over here, but stays here when we don't blink. Our lids take those tears towards the down and glide over that. So our surface get wet again and again when we blink, and we see clear because of that. Is there any natural way to reduce the power? No, there is no natural way to reduce the power, but there are now non-surgical options available, because some people don't want to go for the surgery. So there are non-surgical options available uh, to get rid of your glasses. There is Ortho K, which I actually practice majorly. Ortho K lenses, which you need to wear at the night time, and in the daytime you are free from glasses. And this is best for the people who are using even a contact lens on the daily basis. Because you are already using contact lens on a daily basis, then why you should not use at the night time, not in the daytime? Is there any natural way? No. Oh, I've already answered. Can you please? Light comes in the front, especially car headlights, right? It blurs. Yes, I've already answered this question. Why you're feeling the blood scattered and glow and starburst from the headlights. Okay, this is because your surface, maybe you are having a dry eye, or maybe you are having a astigmatism, or is a kind of a eye power only, cylindrical power, and maybe you have any kind of a power, or the surface, your eye front surface is not regular. So you should get a eye test done. You should get your cornea scan done to know if there is any irregularity in your front surface of the eye. And that I am recommending, if you have already tried the amber tint or the yellow tint, I have recommended for the night vision. How many hours of sleep are good for health? What is the ideal sleep time for healthy body? So, for a healthy body, obviously, you should leave your screens before sleeping, 1 hour before sleeping, 650 to 60 minutes before sleeping, and 8 hours minimum 8 hours sleep is good. There is good time if you sleep after 9 and take your 8 to 9 hours sleep. Any side effects are there? Yes, I've already told dryness, slight dryness will be there in the flap based surgeries, and very rare dryness in the flapless based surgeries. I have heard that we can remove our power with surgery. Is it okay to do that at the age of 29? Yes, completely okay. You can get rid of your glasses at any age. But for kids, there are non-surgical options. I have already suggested the orthokeratology or ortho-K lenses. And for the adults, we have the surgical options available, or the non-surgical options also if you want to go for that. But then I need to have two eyeglasses. I didn't get your question, Tarun, for why you should have to go for the two glasses. Anti-glare glasses are costly. Okay, so I don't know about the cost, because cost differs from brand to brand. So, and according to the quality also, I don't know about which brand you're talking. Does the cold water rinse help eye strain? So we should not splash water into our eyes. As I've already explained our tear film. So we have in the tear, we have the tears, and when our eyelids spread on the eye surface, it becomes the tear film. Okay. We have the three layers in our tear film. The innermost is the mucus layer, then we have the aqueous layer, the water layer, and the topmost is the lipid layer, which is the oil layer. When we splash the water in our eyes, if you fill the oil in the glass and put the water, that oil gets spread and disturbed. Same in the same manner, our tears get disturbed when we splash the water into our eyes, and we don't know the quality of the water we are splashing. So we should not splash the water into our eyes. We should not use any gulab gel or any eye drop. We don't know about the drug incorporated into that. Okay, so I have next question is,
I have joined this call to know more about the impact on vision due to diabetes. Do you recommend any good ophtho to consult? Second, how eye vision gets impacted if you are working in night and sleeping during daytime. So our eyes get affected in the same manner if you are working in the day or in the night. Only the your general or the physical health or your mental health will get affected because of your day and night schedule. And the diabetes question, yes, diabetes, hypertension, thyroid, these are the most common diseases which affects eyes in the most worst manner. Diabetes and hypertension. Because of that, our retina because of that, we get the diabetic retinopathy. And any disease that we get in our retina, or generally we say the parda of our eyes, which is that is irreversible. We can halt that symptoms or that disease, but we cannot reverse that. So diabetes and hypertensives should get their eyes test very, very regularly and should control their diabetes or sugar levels and hypertension. Can eye strain induce shoulder strain as well in the digital workplace? What can be done to avoid? No, eye strain does not induce shoulder strain. Shoulder strain, your complete body posture strain eventually cause eye strain because your posture uh, uh, decides how your eyes will see the screen. Okay, there is no more question. So thank you everyone.
Hello. So I would thank you on behalf of all the participants, and big thank you to you for addressing all the questions that our participants had put in the chat box. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. I could see you guys, putting a thumbs up and also acknowledging Kiran's comments and questions or advices. So, Kiran, thank you once again on behalf of IMT team and on behalf of all our participants. It was an insightful session for me and all of us present today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.